very latest, Congress MP Shashi Tharoor, who has penned a searing reflection on the atrocities committed during the emergency. Tharoor described the era as one where democracy was subverted and authoritarianism prevailed. Tharoor has also highlighted that suspension of fundamental rights for nearly 21 months, suppression of political dissent and muzzling of the press represented a grave breakdown of constitutional promises. Tharoor specifically pointed to the forced sterilization campaigns led by Sanjay Gandhi back in the day, describing them as brutal exercises conducted in rural areas using coercion and violence. This criticism from Shashi Tharoor that comes just weeks after BJP marked 50 years of emergency on June 25. Lately, this is the pattern that has been noticed where Shashi Tharoor is being looked at as a congressman who is not just drifting from the party line, but this time around he is in a straight-up attack, raised and raked the weaknesses that the party had always been reminded of by the BJP. Shashi Tharoor himself, who has gone on to rake what had happened during the emergency and several political reactions that have followed ever since. The Congress has been saying that Shashi Tharoor has surely switched sides, but Congress MP Shashi Tharoor has reminded the Congress of that dreadful era where he's penned this particular letter. And well, Tharoor has listed the emergency atrocities. Let me take you through the exact quotes that have come in this letter that he has penned, where he has said that emergency showed how freedom was eroded. Fundamental rights were suspended. The press was gagged. Indira Gandhi, who brutally suppressed political dissent, democracy, tested Samvidhan, liberty, equality. Indira Gandhi, who had forced draconian measures, the Supreme Court, judiciary buckled to Indira Gandhi's pressures. Rights were abused. There was torture, killing amid the emergency era. Now, this is the horror that the Congress is reminded of time and again of what had happened during that period when emergency was evoked. But the fact that these statements have come in from none other than Shashi Tharoor. What is the kind of political reaction that it has evoked from both sides? Let's get a sense from Moshmi joining us on the broadcast with further details, because this time around, Moshmi, he has not just drifted from the party line, it's a straight-up attack on the Congress, reminded the Congress of its biggest weakness, that it always tries to escape. How is it being looked at both by the Congress and by the BJP?
Clearly, when the NDA or the BJP in specific has brought up the entire emergency issue imposed during Indira Gandhi's regime, the Congress has said that the Modi government has had an undeclared emergency for past 11 years. So they have spoken about the present when the BJP has spoken about the past. But with Mr. Tharoor's article that goes on to elaborate and give out the specifics of how the democratic tools were used and misused to support the excesses of the Indira government, stopping short at saying that India is a robust democracy, is bound to raise eyebrows in the Congress party. It's stirred a hornet's nest yet again, because clearly, if you see, Mr. Tharoor is talking about the present dispensation without, expanding about what the past 11 years have been like. And going on to, give the specifics of the emergency era of 1975. So clearly, the entire distancing from the party line has been happening and is increasing, in fact, more frequently now.
Oh yes, absolutely, Moshmi. And for everyone and anyone who's been following politics closely is trying to understand where this is headed and what are the kind of political repercussions it can have. Because many who've gone on to ask that is Shashi Tharoor jumping ship, is he going to switch sides? Well, that has not happened because he continues to be a congressman. But the fact that he brazenly diverts from the party line and reminds the party while stating reality of its worst horror is something that will not go down well with the Congress.
If you read between the lines, Mr. Tharoor could have come talking about the emergency could have come from any other Congress leader. Not that the present dispensation in the Congress has really supported the emergency, and that would be like a lot of peril for the Congress because they have admitted to being a mistake of the past. But yet again, from Mr. Kharge to Rahul Gandhi have gone on to elaborate how it's a diversionary tactic by Prime Minister Modi and the Modi government, not talking about how the institutions and democracy is being compromised regularly in the Modi regime. So Mr. Tharoor's, emergency article comes as a sort of attack on the Congress's stand here, what the Congress has lately taken, and does a lot of undoing to the Congress's messaging there.
All right, Mashmi, I want to thank you for joining us at the moment as we continue to track all the developments that come in on this story.